Once upon a time in a world much like ours, there was a little girl named Mia, who loved spending her days exploring the great outdoors. She would spend hours playing in the park near her home, climbing trees, making daisy chains, and chasing butterflies. One sunny afternoon, Mia was playing in the park as usual when she came across a strange sight. It was a garden, but not just any garden. This one was unlike any she had ever seen before. Its flowers were a vibrant purple. Its trees shimmered with 1,000 colors and its bushes were filled with the sweetest smelling berries. But the most peculiar thing about the garden was that no one else seemed to notice it. When Mia tried to show it to her friends, they looked right through it as if it wasn't there. And when she asked the park keeper, he had no idea what she was talking about. At first, Mia was scared. She thought maybe she was going crazy, or that she had imagined the whole thing. But then she remembered something her grandmother had once told her. She said that sometimes the most magical things are hidden from those who don't believe. So Mia decided to keep the garden a secret, just between her and the beautiful plants and creatures that lived there. And as the days went by, the garden became Mia's sanctuary. She would read under its colorful trees, eat sweet berries, and play hide-and-seek with the butterflies. She made so many wonderful discoveries. There were talking flowers that sang to her, friendly snails that shared their wisdom, and even a wise old tree that knew all the secrets of the universe. But Mia didn't have the garden all to herself. Soon, she made some wonderful friends there, too. There was a tiny dragon named Sparky, who was so playful and mischievous. He loved to zip around the garden, breathing puffs of smoke and setting little fires in the dry leaves. And finally, there was Cornelius, a grumpy yet lovable gnome, who lived under the roots of the wise old tree. He was always tinkering in his workshop, making all sorts of gadgets and gizmos out of acorns and twigs. Together, Mia and her new friends had countless adventures in the invisible garden. They went on quests to find rare and magical plants, explored hidden pathways, and even fought off evil trolls who wanted to steal the garden's magic for themselves. Through it all, Mia learned many valuable lessons about friendship, courage, and the importance of believing in the impossible. One day, however, the garden began to wither. Its plants turned brown and wilted, its flowers drooped, and its trees lost their vibrant colors. It seemed like all the magic was fading away. At first, Mia couldn't understand what was happening, but then she noticed a tiny, almost invisible tear rolling down the cheek of a nearby flower. When she wiped it away, the flower looked up at her and said, "Thank you, Mia. You've always been so kind to us and protected our garden from harm. But now we need your help. The source of our magic is dying, and without its power, our garden will disappear forever." Mia was deeply saddened to hear this. She loved the invisible garden and its magical inhabitants and couldn't bear the thought of them disappearing. She asked what she could do to help, and the flower told her that they needed to find the legendary water of life, a magical liquid said to be hidden deep in the whispering woods. This water was the only thing that could revive the source of magic and save the garden from fading away. So Mia, along with Sparky, Luna, and Cornelius, set off on a quest to find the water of life. They braved thorny bushes, crossed a babbling brook, and climbed over moss-covered rocks. All the while, Mia kept an eye out for any signs of the magical water. Suddenly, as they were walking through a grove of ancient trees, Luna stopped in her tracks. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and said, "I can smell the water of life. It's just beyond these trees." As they emerged from the grove, they found themselves in a clearing. In the center was a small pool of water that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. It looked like liquid sunshine, and as soon as Mia saw it, she knew this was the water of life. Carefully, she dipped a leaf into the water and brought it back to the garden. As soon as the source of magic touched the water, it began to glow and sparkle. The plants perked up, the flowers bloomed, and the trees shimmered with renewed life. From that day on, the garden thrived once more. Mia continued to visit the invisible garden whenever she could. She spent time with her magical friends, explored new parts of the garden, and learned more about the world around her. She realized that the garden wasn't just a place of magic and wonder. It was also a place where anything was possible. As Mia grew older, the invisible garden continued to be a source of joy and wonder in her life. She never forgot the valuable lessons she had learned there, and she carried the memory of her magical friends with her, always. Whenever she saw a butterfly or heard a bird singing, she remembered the invisible garden and the endless possibilities that lay within. And that's the end of our story. The end. Hey there, sleepers! If you enjoyed this magical journey with Mia and her invisible garden, then get ready to dive into even more enchanting tales with our next story. Just tap on this video and let your imagination run wild. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because the more stars we gather, the brighter our stories will shine. Thanks for watching and sweet dreams! Until next time!